I felt like I did, and I think Brody did too. It felt like we could communicate with them really easily, and we just played a bit of basketball and felt comfortable getting sweaty and running around a bit.
It was fun to try to match up against them and just to see their game and see that they did play a lot like we did.
Yeah, even though they're a lot taller.
Yeah.
Like they were just so long, and we just had to try and find a way to stop them or to beat them by like hitting some outside shots or something, because they're just so tall, and we were like struggling to beat them inside.
It was pretty exciting for me to actually get the three of us to go along. Once Janelle we had this little child sitting on our knees and shared between the both of us in one of the church services while we were there, it was pretty exciting to see the connection that started to grow.
So the little girl's name is Mitsia. One morning we went to the school really early, and I came out of the school and she was just sitting at the gate. And because we had some amazing young people with us that could interpret for us, I asked Patience to ask her where she lived. And she said at the church, which we thought was really odd. So we asked more questions, and Patience was able to find out that she was in fact living behind the church. I then met her mother, Yvonne, who was a beautiful, beautiful young woman, and her little brother, Peace. And they took us to show us where they lived, and they are living in the goat shed behind the church. The church had let them stay there because they had nowhere to live. So they put the goats somewhere else and let them sleep in the goat shed. I said to Karen, tell her that I think her children are beautiful, because they're just gorgeous, and that she's beautiful, and she told her that, and she just burst into tears and said that no one had ever told her that before. Because she was an orphan as well. I guess that kind of, you just see the gravity of the situation in the country, and that it's decades old. It was a tough reality, but that is their reality, and they smiled and laughed and ate the mandarins and put the blanket on the ground that we gave them, and were happy for us to come and see their little house in the goat sheds.
So we went down to this farming land and came across a little boy's father who told us his little son was really unwell, basically being treated in hospitals that didn't tell him how to care for his son at home post this, and he was really struggling financially with medical supplies and that sort of thing. So this little man, his name's Jackson. He's an 18-month-old on the brink of death. He was really at death's door, and to see him like that and just in such poverty and such desperation and that sort of thing, and to know that we were probably the end of the line. We had to help him or no help was coming. We brought him to the local clinic, to a doctor there whose name is also Dr. Jackson, and take care of his immediate needs, but also beyond that we've now putting into this Jackson Fund for a donation towards a small business to start for his family, so that the family can have an income and therefore support not only baby Jackson but his siblings as well, and really sustain them long term rather than just the immediate future. Being in Africa has changed my world, has changed my focus for how I do life, and it will impact me for years and years to come.